Ladies and gentlemen, grab your tea, toss that prenatal vitamin ad, and cancel your baby shower invites because the internet is currently going into labor pains of its own. Claressa Shields is pregnant. Yes, you read that right. And no, this isn't some cute, quiet couple's only announcement with ultrasound pics and soft lighting. This is a full-blown shade-soaked, drama-drenched confession dropped like a bombshell right in the middle of an Instagram Live with Remy Ma watching. Now pause and ask yourself, what happens when the woman who stole your man also says she's carrying his baby? How do you react when the side chick becomes the mother of your husband's child? Answer: you lose it. And that's exactly what Remy Ma did. From slamming doors to alleged smashed phones, emotional breakdowns to leaked voice notes, Remy Ma went from calm and composed to completely unhinged, live in front of millions. And the footage, it's not just emotional, it's devastating. How did Claressa pull this off? Was this planned? And why is Papoose suddenly playing Mr. Silent mode? Oh, don't worry. We've got all the leaked texts, suspicious footage, fan theories, and an anonymous nurse spilling the real delivery date. Buckle up. This baby scandal just began. Ladies and gentlemen, the walls of hip-hop royalty are crumbling once again. And this time, it's not about a leaked diss track, an affair, or even a secret wedding. No. This time, it's about a baby. A baby that was never supposed to happen. A baby that's got fans screaming, timelines melting, and one certain rap queen reportedly throwing her iPhone across a Versus kitchen. Let's lay it out for you. Claressa Shields is pregnant. The alleged father, none other than Papoose. Yes, that Papoose. Remy Ma's forever love. The man who waited 7 years for her to get out of prison. The one we all crowned as the king of loyalty. The blueprint. And now that fairy blueprint is shredded into pieces because the mother of the unborn child is Remy's #1 public enemy. The woman she's called obsessed, messy, and a cloud-chasing fraud on multiple occasions. The woman she once claimed would never last 5 minutes in a real relationship with Pat. Welp, account had reposted the news. But things really got chaotic when Claressa's team dropped a private maternity shoot teaser. And guess who's standing beside her in the shadows? A blurred-out figure in a familiar Yankees cap and gold watch. Fans zoomed in. Enhanced brightened the image. And what did they find? The unmistakable tattoo on the left hand. Pap's Black Love Ink. A tribute he once got for Remy. Yes, the tattoo on the hand in a maternity shoot. By now, fans were spiraling. Reddit threads lit up like wildfire. One thread titled "Papoose really went and fertilized the enemy" hit over 8,000 comments in 2 hours. Theories, timelines, and flashbacks to old interviews were flying everywhere. One fan dug up a 2023 clip of Claressa awkwardly dodging a question about Pap during a Breakfast Club interview. She said, "He's cool. He's supportive. Very invested in my success." At the time, nobody blinked. Now fans are watching it like it's an FBI surveillance tape. But here's the wild part. People close to Remy Ma say this wasn't a total surprise. In fact, an anonymous source claiming to be a family friend told Mediocre Remy already had suspicions. She confronted Papoose months ago about being too close with Claressa. He denied everything. Said it was all business and mentorship, but Remy said something didn't feel right. She just never imagined this. What's worse, that business Pap mentioned might have been the Pap and Power coaching brand that he secretly co-launched with Claressa just 6 months ago. It was supposed to be a celebrity power couple platform for financial literacy and healthy relationships. Excuse me. Healthy relationships from a man who ghosted his wife and got another woman pregnant in silence. You really can't make this stuff up, but we did. Now, here's where it gets messier than a gender reveal gone wrong. An insider from the Pap and Power brand shoots says Claressa was visibly pregnant during the last promotional campaign in early March, and Pap kept adjusting the lighting so her bump wouldn't be obvious. Yes, the man who rapped about transparency is now allegedly editing belly bumps in Canva to keep his double life under wraps. Meanwhile, Remy Ma's social media has gone silent. Not a tweet, not a post, not even a meme reaction. Her last IG story was 12 hours before the live stream. Just her laughing and doing makeup, playing Ain't Nobody Coming to See You, Otis. Oh, the irony. But while Ray's quiet online, sources say she's anything but quiet in person. A staff member from the venue of her upcoming press event reportedly overheard her yelling on the phone. "She wanna play family? Fine. Let's see how long Pap sticks around when them sleepless nights hit." And just when you think this couldn't get it any deeper, boom. Claressa's baby confession was barely 24 hours old, and the internet had already gone full My Meets Mortal Kombat. But what fans didn't expect, the receipts were just beginning. Because right after Claressa's now infamous "I'm expecting" live stream, a mysterious audio clip dropped on X, formerly Twitter, from a burner account named at Papiocot. The caption, "This the convo they didn't want y'all to hear." Hashtag Remy, hashtag Papoose, hashtag Pregnanzagate. And the audio, a man alleged to be Papoose is heard whispering, "Just chill. I'm going to handle it with Remy soon. Let's just get through the first trimester without noise." Claressa allegedly responds, "I'm tired of hiding. Pap, I deserve more than shadows and side doors. I deserve to be the one you choose. Choose, baby." At this point, she already got chosen biologically. The audio quickly went viral. Over 5 million plays in 6 hours. Comment sections became battlegrounds. Pap really turned into Future with a fitted cap. Remy better drop a diss track called DNA and leave no survivors. This is why Jada never trusted Tupac with her heart. Loyalty is dead. And while the internet stayed in full chaos mode, an alleged nurse from a Manhattan private OB/GYN clinic dropped another bombshell. A series of blurry redacted screenshots showing Claressa Shields listed under a VIP pregnancy program with a note that says father requested full discretion due to public profile. Now guess what name was scribbled under emergency contact Remy, Papoose's real name. Boom. That was it. The screenshot alone got reposted by Hollywood Unlocked, The Shade Room, and Black Twitter Monthly. Fans weren't just reacting, they were investigating. Let's talk about the public responses, because everybody and their verified cousin had something to say. Cardi B posted a picture of Remy with a caption. "One thing about a Bronx girl, she'll cry for 10 minutes, then spin the block in heels." Lil' Kim tweeted, "Happen out here, fertilizing ops like it's a community garden." Charlemagne the God said on The Breakfast Club, "This some King David behavior. You wait on a woman in jail just to turn around and impregnate her nemesis. It's biblical. Straight Old Testament betrayal." And it got worse because Papoose, instead of releasing a public statement, went live on Twitch. The man avoided Hot 97, ignored TMZ, and instead got on a live stream playing NBA 2K with the most Papoose response ever. "Y'all don't know the whole story. Everything ain't what it seems. I ain't fat argue on the internet." The chat roasted him. Pap blinked twice if Free's watching. Imagine getting beat by Claressa in both boxing and parenting. Remy logged into this stream from 3 devices. It was bad. So bad that Papoose's own Twitch subscribers started demanding refunds midstream. And just when the internet began catching its breath, another twist hit harder than Claressa's uppercut. A video clip leaked from a private engagement dinner dated nearly 6 months ago. In the video, Claressa is standing at the head of the table holding a glass of champagne and says, "To love that didn't start perfect, but might just finish it." Then pans over to Papoose sitting right beside her, smiling, holding her hand. That means this relationship didn't just start recently. This has been brewing for months, possibly even while Pap and Remy were still publicly together. The betrayal biblical. But you know who really started heating things up? Ray's fan base. The hashtag Remy Army. These folks organized a full digital takedown campaign. They created a change.org petition titled Free Remy from This Wham Drama. Now at 410K signatures. A meme series titled Pap's Parenting Playlist, Track 1, Confessions by Usher. Track 2, Oops Oh My by Tweet, and a viral trend where fans post selfies captioned, "If Remy can survive this, I can survive anything." The internet also brought out all the old receipts. One viral resurface moment, an interview from 2 years ago, where Claressa jokingly says, "I like a man who can fight for me or at least rap about it." The crowd laughed. Now fans calling it the moment she manifested Papoose. But while the public was roasting, memeing, and theorizing, Remy Ma was allegedly preparing for war. Sources close to her say she's been on the phone with an entire legal team, a crisis PR specialist, and even Swiss Beats to possibly produce a raw, unfiltered tell-all track. One of her writers leaked a snip immediately. That one moment, Claressa freezing on live stream was all it took. The internet went into overdrive. Fan theories turned into conspiracies. Comment sections turned into war zones. And behind the scenes, something was definitely shifting. Because just 48 hours after that abrupt live stream cut, multiple sources began reporting that Remy Ma had filed for an emergency court hearing in Manhattan. No press releases, no Instagram posts, just a cold, hard legal move labeled urgent private family matter. And that's when the whispers began. Remy wasn't just reacting emotionally anymore. She was moving strategically. This wasn't just about heartbreak. This was about power, legacy, reputation, and if the reports are to be believed, she might be going after full control of their shared assets. Let's break this down. According to a leaked legal summary circulating on message boards, Rhee's legal team is arguing that Papoose's relationship with Claressa and the resulting pregnancy violated the terms of several contracts they signed together as public figures and business partners. These include a podcast deal, a joint clothing line, and an upcoming memoir that was supposed to be titled Love Without Bars. Yeah, that title didn't age well. But here's where it gets brutal. The legal docs allegedly include timestamps, text messages, and even hotel surveillance footage, painting a picture of Papoose spending nights with Claressa while Remy was working late in studio sessions. One particularly damning clip allegedly shows Papoose entering a Miami hotel suite with Claressa at 1:12 a.m. and not exiting until 10:48 the next morning. Even worse, that same night, Remy posted a now-deleted photo with the caption, "Studio vibes, love on my mind, legacy on my back." The betrayal practically wrote itself. And if that wasn't enough, one anonymous paralegal spilled that Remy's lawyers are also preparing to argue emotional sabotage, claiming that Claressa intentionally interfered in Rhee's marriage to gain fame, influence, and financial opportunity. Claressa's camp, of course, denies everything, calling the claims delusional and a distraction from Remy's inability to move on. But public sentiment, it's not on Claressa's side right now. Fans who once praised her for being a strong, confident champion are now accusing her of being a calculated opportunist. People have gone through her old interviews, her tweets, even her podcast appearances, and the internet thinks they see signs everywhere. One viral video essay by a TikTok creator with over 4 million followers, went frame by frame through Clarissa's old Instagram stories, pointing out clues like Papoose's chain in her background mirror selfie and a distinct coffee cup that supposedly matched his from another post. It's obsessive. It's invasive, but that's the internet. She's planning a visual statement project, a documentary-style short film that will show her side of the story, her love for the child, and her intention to live in truth regardless of public hate. But fans are skeptical because how can you spin a story that started with an affair, blew up with a pregnancy, and now has fans debating if your baby is a publicity weapon or a genuine miracle? The backlash isn't just digital anymore. According to insiders, several of Claressa's sponsorships are now under review. A sportswear deal has allegedly been paused, and a public speaking engagement in Atlanta was abruptly canceled after fans threatened to protest the venue. This isn't just a scandal, it's a public relations disaster. And the child at the center of it hasn't even been born yet. But Rhee's next move, that's what has everyone on edge. Because if the interview drops, and the documents go public, and the receipts match up with the timelines, this could redefine the way celebrity loyalty is judged in the culture. It could reshape how fans talk about Papoose, Claressa, and even Remy herself. One leaked quote from the interview reportedly says, "I gave him everything, a platform, a name, a life outside my shadow. He repaid me with silence and side chicks. Now he's going to hear my truth everywhere. It's clear now. This isn't about the pregnancy. It's about the power shift, about respect, about the one woman who built a brand on loyalty, and the two people who cracked it for clout." So where does it all go from here? Will Remy's lawsuit shake the table? Will Claressa's baby be born into chaos or clarity? Will Papoose ever speak for himself? Or has he permanently fumbled the only woman who ever had his back during the years no one else even knew his name? One thing is certain, this wasn't just a personal affair. This was a full-blown cultural betrayal. The internet's not just watching it, they're documenting it, screenshotting it, and preparing for the next twist like it's the season finale of a messy hip-hop soap opera. And if you think this story ends here, you haven't been on the internet long enough. So, now we're left with questions that burn hotter than Claressa's Instagram comments. Is Remy Ma about to flip the whole table with legal fire and lyrical smoke? Is Claressa really ready to raise a child in the middle of the loudest scandal of the year? And will Papoose ever stop hiding behind silence? Or is this the final chapter of a loyalty story gone tragically off script? This wasn't just gossip. This was betrayal in 4K, pregnancy with plot twists, and a love triangle that spun into a national debate about respect, revenge, and receipts. And now we want to hear from you. Was Claressa calculated or caught in emotion? Was Remy right to clap back? And does Papoose still deserve that black glove tattoo? Drop your hottest takes in the comments. No filters, no fear, just facts, or whatever feels like facts today. And if you're here for the drama, the secrets, and the truth that keeps getting juicier every week, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell. Because trust us, this baby drama, it's not even close to over. Not when Ray's still holding the mic.